Whereas the yogi, he has a different process, goes meditating, and then, anyway, the next verse dealing with that. 7. Jitatmana prasantasya
Jitatmana prasantasya
Paramatma samahita
Paramatma samadhiha
Shitoshna sukha dukheshu
Shitoshna sukha dukkeshu
Tatha mana pamanayo.
Tatha mana pramanayo.
Together. For one who has conquered the mind, the supersoul is already reached, for he has attained tranquility. For such a man, happiness and distress,
Heat and cold, honor and dishonor are all the same.
Continue.
Actually, every living entity is intended to abide by the dictation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. When the mind is misled by the external illusory energy, one becomes entangled in material activities. Therefore, as soon as one's mind is controlled through one of the yoga systems, one should be considered to have already reached the destination. One has to abide by superior dictation. When one's mind is fixed on the superior nature, he has no alternative but to follow the dictation of the Supreme. The mind must admit some superior dictation and follow it. The effect of controlling the mind is that one automatically follows the dictation of the Paramatma or Supersoul. Because this transcendental position is at once achieved by one who is in Krishna consciousness, the devotee of the Lord is unaffected by the dualities of material existence, namely distress and happiness, cold and heat, etc. This state is practical samadhi or absorption in the Supreme.
So this verse is a very important one for one who has conquered the mind. The supersoul is already reached, for he has attained tranquility. To such a man, happiness and distress, heat and cold, honor and dishonor are all the same. Remember this, the mind is like a big obstacle to really dealing with the reality of the self. And to knowing the self, knowing the Paramatma, contacting the Paramatma, the mind is always linking up with the senses and contemplating the object of the senses, and So if people in Kali Yuga are not really trained in some yoga system, and they don't have a regulated life, Prabhupada mentions that somewhere as we go along, the regulated and the non-regulated life. So that is one thing that Krishna consciousness movement, we should be grateful that it provides for us a society where at least we know what things are good and what things are not good. I mean, at least if you want to know, it's quite known, it's explicit, So we do have quite a bit to dealing with the mind and controlling the mind. It's just that we need to come together and discuss these things, study these things, so that when we have to we have to live throughout the day with this mind, go to work, do this, do that, we have some clear understanding, we have some determination, we have some strength how to cope with the mind. So Sadhu Sangha in Kali Yuga is an important thing to help us to live the pure lifestyle, because if we live by impure means and we are putting a lot of contamination into the mind, naturally it will be very difficult. I mean, if you're taking a good bit of carnival for a week, I mean, the chances of you recovering from that, and you didn't get prasadam in tongue while you was there. So everything kind of went, real mess, So when you're trying to recover from that now, it's difficult. Yeah, so that's why we have to take advantage of the facilities that strengthen the mind, purify the existence. And we may not be feeling that so much, but I mean, naturally, just being in the company of devotees and doing these activities, Krishna say, one who studies this worships me with his intelligence. So we are doing worship, we are conscious of Krishna by doing this. So we just need to make provision for doing it more. Okay, so we move on. 8. Jnana Vijnana Triptatma
Jnana Vijnana Triptatma
Kutasto Vijitendriyaha
Kutasto Vijitendriyaha
Yukta iti uchyate yogi
Yukta iti uchyate yogi
Samalostrasma kanchana.
Samalostrasma kanchana.
Together. A person is said to be established in self-realization and is called a yogi or mystic when he is fully satisfied by virtue of acquired knowledge and realization.
Such a person is situated in
transcendence and is self-controlled.
He sees everything, whether it be pebbles, stones, or gold, as the same.
But knowledge without realization of the supreme truth is useless.
There's a shlok that everybody could learn easily.
This is stated as follows. Ata Shri Krishna Naman
Avigraya Mukhe
Indriya
Sevan Mukhe Jivado Swayam Eva Spurati Yada.
No one can understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality and pastimes of Shri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, quality and pastimes of the Lord revealed to him. Bhakti Rasa Samhita. This Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Krishna consciousness, is the science of Krishna consciousness. No one can become Krishna conscious simply by mundane scholarship. One must be fortunate enough to associate with a person who is in pure consciousness. A Krishna conscious person has realized knowledge by the grace of Krishna because he is satisfied with pure devotional service. By realized knowledge, one becomes perfect. By transcendental knowledge, one can remain steady in his convictions. But by mere academic knowledge, one can be easily deluded and confused by apparent contradictions. It is the realized soul who is actually self-controlled because he is surrendered to Krishna. He is transcendental because he has nothing to do with mundane scholarship. For him, mundane scholarship and mental speculation, which may be as good as gold to others, are of no greater value than pebbles or stones.
Good. So look at the translation again. A person is said to be established in self-realization and is called a yogi or mystic when he is fully satisfied by virtue of acquired knowledge and realization. Such a person is situated in transcendence and is self-controlled. He sees everything, whether it be pebble, stone, or gold, as the same. So the words in the Sanskrit that the verse begin with, Jnana Vijnana